So if you've been trading time for dollars and you're ready for your revenue not to be attached to your availability, or you've achieved success and you've got a great client base in your field, you're well known, but you actually want more time, more money, more impact, more fulfillment. Maybe you're working at capacity and you have had enough and you're worried that if you bring any more work on, you're going to have to work even more hours. And how can you work more hours when you're already at capacity with the client load that you have? Maybe you're ready for your business to start providing that time and financial freedom, making sure that your business is making enough money to be paying you exactly what it is that you need to be paid to live the lifestyle that you desire. Maybe you are just literally sick and tired of being the chief everything officer in your business, where you are working and running every single little facet to client delivery and doing what it is that you do. If this is sounding like you, then you are in the right place today. My name is Shelagh Cummins. I'm the CEO and founder of The Road to Seven. We provide financing, coaching, and training for women entrepreneurs that are ready to be making some big, bold moves in their business to shift away from being at capacity and are ready to start building a structure within their company so that it is growing and not solely reliant on you. And what we're talking about is becoming a time-rich entrepreneur. And so let's talk a little bit about what not being time-rich looks like. It looks like you working around the clock, sacrificing everything in order to be delivering and providing for your clients, for fear that they might go away if you drop a ball or if something doesn't happen. You're not hiring strategic people in your business because your clients have hired you and only you to get them the results. Or what if you hire someone and they're the wrong fit and they cause harm to your company? You are not time rich if everything is dependent on you and you are literally the bottleneck to your business growing. You see, there's a misconception that I see amongst women entrepreneurs that says you have to be the main driver of your business growth. One of the biggest secrets to business success and to getting your business to be bigger than you is to be hiring strategic people on your team who are ultimately going to be responsible for growing different pieces of it. So if you need time to be delivering to more clients, maybe you need to be hiring someone who can help with the fulfillment or delivering what it is that you do to the people you serve. Maybe you need to bring somebody in who can help you increase your sales, someone who understands how to have sales conversations and how to do some business development for you so that they're bringing more clients to your table. Maybe you need to make a strategic investment in some kind of marketing support, someone to help you curate content that's going to connect with your ideal audience so that you have greater deal flow. But you see, when you're already at capacity and you're already working around the clock and you're sacrificing your personal time, your family time, you're missing out on major events, you're working morning, noon, night, weekends. You're never not thinking about your work. That is exhausting. That's a sign that your business is ready to be bigger than you. But what it means is we have to make some big, bold moves. We've got to take a risk. And taking the risk often feels impossible when we don't necessarily have the cash flow that we feel can support that risk or making that big move or higher. Maybe it's that you need a new website. Maybe it's that you need new branding or messaging. All of that is terrific. The thing is, all of that costs money. And so when you're already working at capacity and you don't feel like you have enough revenue to be able to invest in some of those things that you know are going to help you move, then we come to this massive standstill and we just stop. We stop trying to hire. We stop trying to look for solutions, and we just go heads down into delivery. All we do is focus on the clients that we have, and we serve, and we provide, and we get them results and transformation. but inevitably they're going to stop working with you someday. They're going to be ready to move on and either get a different kind of support or work with someone new. And because you've been so heads down delivering, then you don't have that deal flow ready to go. You don't have clients in your pipeline. You don't have systems that are going to be sustainable. You don't have new clients because you haven't taken the time to be able to find them and put systems in place to find them. But of course, how can you find them or take the time if all you're doing is delivering? You can see this sort of vortex that we get caught in. And eventually it comes to the point where you kind of have two options. Either you keep going and you tolerate your level of revenue, knowing that you can't get any higher revenue. You can't make more unless you raise your rates exponentially because you are still insisting on doing everything. Or you accept that this is the way that it is that we have to be operating at in order to run our business. And so either you're going to sink or swim. And we've already talked about swimming, but the sinking is even more drastic, I guess. You accept that burnout is a part of being an entrepreneur. You accept that, well, I've grown it to a certain level. It's as big as it's going to get. It's really not serving me. I'm going to give up and I'm going to walk away. That happens. It happens all the time. I see it every day. This is my business. I help people that are right at that intersection of, whoa, I'm totally slammed. I don't even have the time to be thinking about what it is that I need to do next. I don't even know what my next best move is. I spoke to the most terrific group of entrepreneurs last week, and they are literally killing it in their field. And the common theme among them was, I know I need to hire. I know I need to put some systems in place. I know I need to make some changes, but I don't even have time to think about what that is. I don't even know where to start. One woman said, I need to get off the hamster wheel, but I don't even know at what point I need to put my foot down to try and slow the hamster wheel down. And that is the reality of what happens when you grow your business to a certain level, and we don't have that infrastructure in place to be able to support your growth. And so when you're time rich, it means you have more than enough time at your disposal to be delivering exceptional results to your clients, either through you or through your team. It means you have more than enough time to be either leading a team of salespeople, marketing people, managers, or whomever else is needed, fulfillment people, shipping and handling, finance people, whoever you need on your team. You have more than enough time to lead them so that they can be some of the main drivers of business growth. You see, you do not have to be the main driver for the growth of your business. If it is, that's what's keeping you hanging on so tight to all the different levers that it takes to grow. When you realize that the more people you bring in who have certain authority or ownership over different areas in your business, and their sole job is either to increase your revenue, enable you to serve more clients, enable you to bring in more leads, or to serve those leads and nurture them in a way that you then can have your programs and your services sell out whenever you're ready. When you can bring those key players in, that's when you can begin to become time rich. You're time rich when your programs, your services, your business can keep working while you are visiting Italy, or you're attending track events for your kids, or you're going to hockey tournaments, or you've gone for a walk, or you're gone for 2 weeks, or you take a month off. That, my friends, is what time freedom looks like. And in order to get to that point, there's a couple stepping stones that have to happen along the way. It inevitably is going to start with belief. Do you believe that it's possible that you can be leading and building a company that's larger than you? And it's possible that you hear that question and your answer is no. And that's okay. It just means that you are building a business that is you. If it's possible that your business could be larger than you, then all of a sudden we can start asking some very direct questions. What has to happen for my business to be larger than me? Who do I need on my team to be able to help grow my business? How much revenue do I need to be bringing in to be able to support the salary of someone who's going to help me grow my business? Who is that ideal person, and what kind of experience are they bringing to the table? And how am I going to measure that they are doing a great job? These are the key questions that we want to be asking as we shift you to being a time-rich entrepreneur. You see, everything that you want out of your business is possible, but you have to believe it. You also have to see it. Can you see what your business looks like a year from now, 2 years from now? Some people cannot even see it because they don't believe that it's possible. But if you can see what it's like to be leading your business to growth, and you can see what it's like to be sitting at that beautiful intersection of exceptional client delivery and not trading time for dollars, then the world is your oyster, because you don't have to be afraid about doing marketing. You don't have to be afraid about getting the next 10 people in. That is being time rich. Time rich is when you have more than enough time to take care of yourself, to go for the walks, to do the self-care, to bring yourself to a place where you're able to decide that you want to do something or you don't want to do something, and you don't have to justify the answer. You're time rich when you're able to step out or step in based on what it is that you're wanting, based on what it is that your family needs, based on what it is that you need. If you're not feeling it one day, maybe we can get somebody else to be delivering. But if you are so insistent and so determined that you are the only person who can serve the people that you serve, then you are always going to be tied to your business. But it doesn't have to be that way. You know, we're starting a new program called the Time Rich Entrepreneur. Part of our vision and the work that we do is to help more women entrepreneurs build company that provide the financial freedom that they're looking for. And I know that's such a cliche word. If you have a better word for me, I'm totally open to hearing it. But all it means is that your business is supplying the revenue that you want to be paying yourself, the salary that you want to be paying yourself, so you can live the desired lifestyle that you want. So you can send your kids to private school, so you can take vacations, so you can put money into your savings account so that you can get that new car, so you can live comfortably, buy the new house, invest in certain companies. Doesn't matter what it is that you want or what your lifestyle is. If your company's not providing that, I don't know, is it worth it? Because I have a lot of people who come to me and they're like, you know, Sheila, it's just not feeling like it's worth it right now. You know, I've never worked harder and never made less money, or I've never worked harder and been more terrified of having more people come in, because that just means I'm going to have to work even harder. And I don't think that I can do it. Imagine if your company was able to set you up to be able to provide generational wealth for years to come, because it is possible. But if it's not possible for you, it's only because you don't believe it. And that's exactly where time richness starts, is believing that it's possible. And so our new program is literally 6 weeks. Why? Because I want you to be time rich by the summer. We are a couple weeks away from actual summerhood. We're about 6 weeks away from the middle of July, and wouldn't it be amazing if you could take some time off this summer and feel really good about it? You know, what would happen if you were able to go to the park and only work 4 days a week, so you were available for your kids on the 5th? What if you worked every other week this summer and it didn't impact your client delivery? You still got great results, but it worked for you and your family, so you only had to pay for half of the day camps for your kids. That's what being time rich is all about. It's about being able to make those decisions that work for you. So our 6 weeks together we'll have a couple more intakes, but this is the one that really is going to make a difference for you if you want to really enjoy your summer. You and I work together. We're only in a group of 6. I only want 6 people in because I work very closely with you to help fine-tune some of the processes and structures that you need in your company, so that we can start having the impact that you're wanting. You can still deliver exceptional results for your clients, and you don't have to work around the clock. What if you worked a 4-day work week all day, every day? What if you only work 4 hours a day? It doesn't matter what it is, but it matters that we just have to figure out how to make it happen. Listen, if you want to learn more about the Time Rich Entrepreneur Program, just hit a reply. Just send me a note and says Time Rich. Put a comment down below that says Time Rich, and I will absolutely reach out and talk to you to see if it's a good fit for you. If it's not the right fit for you right now, that's okay. No problem at all. Your job is then to start believing that being time rich is possible for you, possible for your company, possible for your clients, for you to be operating from a place where you're not all the time serving others. Because you didn't build this business so that you could work harder than you were in corporate. You didn't build this business so that you could work all the time, and if you weren't working, you didn't get paid. You didn't start this business so that you were chained to your desk all day, every day, and you weren't able to ever walk away or leave. That's not why you started your business. You started it because you wanted to be able to make choices. And in order for you to make choices, one of the opportunities is to put the structures in place so you can make those choices confidently, with clarity, and you can still operate from a place of calm and trusting and knowing that your clients will be well served. If you want more information, just reach out. In the meantime, just start practicing believing that being time rich is available to you. I'll talk to you next time.